Oh, greetings. I'm gonna look at the idiot site for a little while, and I don't really want to type at them. I'm just gonna I'll just talk to the camera and post it. This is the Sunday night recap at the AMD's and Kiwi Farms. Uh, so let's see. We have 8 notifications. Dread Pirate Ribo. The South Tucson Police Sergeant Pike has made a report that um, uh, very clearly states that he believes there are federal crimes being committed, but he's been unable to do it because of jurisdiction and manpower. And I'm going to take that to the U.S. Attorney's Office and see what they say. I couldn't make it happen Friday as I thought I was going to because when I showed up at the cop shop without the report number, the guy on duty couldn't retrieve it with just my name and birthday. And that's where it's at, and they're making fun of me for that. Um, I really don't want to respond to this idiot. I'm not going to. Whitey, um, there's a criminal enterprise. I have screen caps of these fools claiming to be making money with ripped off images. Right there. It's either true or it's not. If it's true, the money's mine. If it's not, the money's still mine because that's intentional infliction of emotional distress. And this concerted effort to defame me based on twisted interpretations of things I've said is criminal enterprise. I'm sorry, the police recognize it as that. I don't give a fuck what's in the hidden forums. Moving right along. Yeah, Jimmy, you say you're doing these things. If you're not doing these things, that's intentional infliction of emotional distress. If you are doing these things, it's criminal as fuck. I really don't care which. I just want to shut down the defamation that's causing me real financial harm, costs me a lot of time and energy doing fucking damage control. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. That's why I'm doing this video right now. I'm not going to type this kind of raging at you people anymore because you just use it against me. Fuck you. I'm done with that. anyway, I can't find it. I'm not going to even, I'm just going to talk. Here's Sneasel. I offered, they're trying to say he's trying to say I tried to grip roof for a car. Um, and keep in mind, he wants to work the daughter out of the house by making it a community center. Right at the moment, trying to save the car in the house from medical bill liens, you fucking twit. And the car probably wasn't worth more than $2,000. And I just was, we weren't sure if she was going to die right away at that point, and I wanted to be able to come and go easier, fuckhead. And it's, the daughter's probably going to maintain it as a rental property, is what's going to happen if she's able to hold on to the house, fuck stain. Yeah, this is just being annoying. Being annoying assholes. You know, and then Jimmy Webster just has to pile on and encourage the fucking kiwi farmers, calling me a liar. I'm not a liar. I don't lie. Just because you don't believe something I said doesn't make it a lie. And Max Power is, I don't even want to read, I don't even want to read this hubris, these people's heads are hubris filled, like helium balloons. None of this is even worth looking at. Let's see what they have to say about the U.S. Attorney. Not much. Okay, well, let's see what's going on at Kiwi Farmers. Maybe I won't have to waste much time here. I got much better things going on I could be reading to you. I just shared some history with a Irish Cree woman. Looks like there's not much going on here. We got Daisy May being stupid. I'll read this whole thing to you. This is fucking ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. This is here's Sneasel, you know, a Kiwi farmer, milking Maura Hobbs, Cammy Doc's girl, for everything he can. So here he's stepping up on Friday. Says 10 of 10 would swallow, and he's been stroking her in the forums. This is hilarious. So she's all like wink wink, and I come in and say, "What a gullible chump you are." Daisy May Sneasel is programming you, you stupid twat. And he said, I'd love to stick my plug in her socket and upload my DNA. And I said, ew, and just what do you think your little wigglers are going to accomplish in Matt Slag's colon? Mind your own business, pedo. In a manner of speaking, I am minding my own business, fuckstain. You programmed this wingnut with lies and distortions to hate me. And so here, he's good. You know her and D. Price are both smarter than you, right? And I said, yeah, laughing, right, do tell. Are you willing to prove you're smarter than them? Do you really think that you could out-debate either one of them? I don't. Neither one of them knows how to speak rationally, and they're suffering severely from DKE, that's Dunning-Kruger effect, because of your Dunning-Kruger effect warped underestimation of my competence. There is nobody at AMB or Kiwi Farms, besides Lone Wolf, Lulu, Whitey, and possibly Doc Dickwad, who could last one round in a properly moderated debate about most anything they say I'm stupid about, particularly my health, history, and career. No one is looking to debate you about your health, history, or career. That wouldn't be a debate. That's just you making up shit. Yeah, right. Most people don't have the courage to talk about things like happened in my real life. And I get a lot of respect for doing it, and I help a lot of people find themselves and their own courage. So fuck you, hard, with your own ass. I'm gonna fuck you with your own dick, dude. Hard. No, it will be about transgender issues. You put yourself out there as a leading voice. You should be able to stomp them, shouldn't you? Obviously, you know deep down that you couldn't hold your own with them. Laughing again, I put myself out there as a single voice who is sharing the consensus opinions of the major advocacy groups and local organizers through historical fact, current scientific understanding, and current events. Do you seriously believe that a militant 20-something skizzy genderqueer insisting store clerks call them ma'am while they have their faces painted up looking like something out of a bad clown horror flick, and that completely nuts, frustrated pre-op concluding to outdated neurological research because it fits their narrative that I can't hold my own with them in a controlled environment? Make me laugh some more, my bitch. Then do it. You pick 3 to 5 questions and Noel will moderate. Noel is the owner of Kiwi Farms, Joshua Connor Moon. It's a pudgy little, like, wannabe Hitler, totally fetishistic. You know, he fetishizes transgender people. He's totally racist little fucking Zionist. Fetishizes transgender people and fat people, and Sneasel's going to tell me that's going to moderate something? God, you gotta be joking. I'll read this shit to you too. They wonder why I even bother with a site like this, and sometimes I wonder too. But then there are other moments when it's like, wow, and I'll find some moments like that that were worthy of actually having, like, you know, where I learned something, or well, you learn something. I find a lot of news items on this site that I wouldn't see anywhere else on a site like that people like to need to see. So moving right along, let's see what's. Oh, Cammy Doc's girl posted too. So here's douchewad. That's what I thought, coward. I said a controlled environment run by an unbiased professional moderator. A circuit court judge is my first choice, Chuckles. Oh, that's what I thought, coward. You know CDG would wipe the floor with you. If CDG comes within one fucking arm's reach of me talking the way that they do, you're going to be carried out. What do you want, old faggot Tom? Fucking ask me now. This kind of stuff face to face, bitch, I'd grab you by the throat and put you up against the wall and my knee in your nuts and tell you what I want if you did this face to face with me, you sick bitch. What I'd like to do is have you meet me in a court of law to answer defamation and incitement charges. Twat. What a fucking cunt. It's amazing, these transsexuals with, and this one's non-operative and it's a cunt. And this one doesn't even want a pussy. This one just wants to be a man and have people believe that they're a woman. I'm not like that at all. You know, this is totally toxic masculinity this person is coming at me with, and I'm just an old queer. Okay, I have a female tendency to my brain and male shit that I was never happy about, that my brain could never see properly. And if you don't believe that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I get a lot of respect for what I am, and I have a lot of really good friends and a lot of people that say really nice things, nice supportive things to me, and share a lot of like knowledge with me that I never had before. All you do is fucking be idiots. Self-consumed, fucking nasty assholes, projecting your self-loathing at me. That is just a fucking nasty fetishes. Projecting that shit at me just to, you know, build up your self-esteem from all the high fives and ass pats you get from cool insults. Nobody calls me faggot. Polite people don't call anybody faggot or nigger or any of those other things that you troon, tranny, all that fucking shit. Most people, I don't know where the fuck you people think you're living, but in the 21st century, the etiquette demands that if you don't like it, don't look. And don't be telling people things they don't want to hear about themselves just because their behavior upset your sensibilities. If they're not hurting anything but your feelings, leave them the fuck alone. So I really don't want to get wound up over these people. They're idiots. They're mean, stupid people that hate themselves. So here, you know, see, you know, and Sneasel's going to try and escalate. And I'm just going to sit here laughing. See, how can anyone answer to charges that haven't been filed? Tom is trying to change the subject because he's been exposed for intellectual cowardice. Now, Sneasel, I'd be happy to meet with any of you with an unbiased moderator. No, it's not unbiased. That's intellectually dishonest. Yeah, trying to use null for moderators, intellectual cowardice, fuck with. Unbiased judge, or come to me in person to prove you aren't just in chains, chicken shit scum bullying me from the safety of your internet connections. I'm done there. I think I'm done on Kiwi Farms too for the time being. Sure looks like it. It's just these two idiots are going to try to get my attention. I've seen all that other shit. Good night, assholes. I don't need you. And I don't need you assholes either. So you're somebody liking one of my a comment in a group. Transgender allies and circle of trust. My sister was wanting to know what exercises to help her body look more feminine, and I really need to get working with it. My neighbor came over wanting to get his weekly weed, and he he was complaining about being too heavy, and I'm complaining about being too heavy, but I won't work out alone. I mean, I have a mental block to it. Um, but I need to, since people are wanting to dance with me in person. You know, when I was young, I was able to convince people that it was really kind of stupid to engage me in Mortal Kombat over something so fucking ridiculous as all the shit I've talked on the internet over all these years. You know, this person wants to come to my studio, bust into my studio and break my face. I've taken to answering the door with a weapon that he's not going to get past. And I'm working on my body little by little. I'm almost down to 200. I'm going to get past 200 this week. I'm not eating much. I'm just drinking, and I invented a new vegan dish. I'm gonna patent this one, boy, because it's got a lot of variations. If I can get anybody to invest in it and actually manufacture it, this is fucking $1 million idea, multi-million dollar idea. I'm calling it Nussbohnenwurst, which means nut and bean burger, or nut and bean sausage. Nussbohnenwurst. And you can make it with all different kinds of stuff. You take some kind of nut and some kind of bean and a whole mess of seasonings and mix them together, and you can do all kinds of different recipes with it. I was going for a veggie burger thing, but it didn't work. It has about the consistency of brown cider, which is so Nussbohnenwurst. Anyway, my suggestion was squats for the butt and any number of exercises that build the pecs. And someone else came along. I agree with pec and glute exercises. That's what all the sister says. You gotta, when I was in high school, the itty bitty titty committee had their exercises. We must develop our bust. We must develop our bust. And the girls are saying that's squat thrusts are where it's at for getting that firm, round, girly tuchus. I see this. Oh boy, if you've met one transgender person, that's all you've met. There's no uniformity. We're not all alike. First of all, only about 20% of us get our genitals modified. The majority of us aren't full time. We're more gender fluid, or I'm not. I'm bigender, but not fluid. Please don't make me go male on you. I just don't like going there. But drag queens are transgender in their own way. They have a behavior that is they may be characterizing women, but then when you look at the history of it, a lot of times the only difference between a drag queen and a transsexual is about 4 years, a bunch of hormones, and a night. So, and what's interesting is a lot of youngsters are going back to it. Emily Tressa, what's her name? Something bomb. There's some prominent Jewish transgender kids. Rebecca Brusoff, I think, is Jewish. and his Emily is Jewish, the Jennings are Jewish. I'm sure there's a lot of really ugly shit being said about that, but then you've got a bunch of Christians too, like Debbie Jackson and her family are Southern Baptist, and you know, we come in all cultures. It happens. It's a recessive gene trait that gets expressed. You know, there's nothing really pathological about it. Shit happens. One of nature's little jokes. I'm looking at it as if I've won some kind of gene pool lottery. As transgender people, and this is what we were always revered for in indigenous societies. So we have heightened senses, heightened senses of awareness of things around us, and in view of our, you know, in our reality frame, we have much more delicate senses of discernment than most people, most cis people, and are a lot more sensitive and empathetic. We're a lot more sensitive to people's energies before they open their mouths than most cis people. Especially ones that have like accepted the lies to live by. I mean, these people are dead in the spirit. So there's really a huge disparity between the consciousness, the raised consciousness of like queer and indigenous people. I mean, the leaders are saying that you know, we're all on different reality tracks, and that those people, we've reached the fork in the road in everybody's prophecies. We are in the last days, and those people have separated off their reality track from ours, and we need to just let them go. We need to focus on building back better, building back greener, and learning how to be kind to each other and accept each other's otherness without discrimination. You don't like it, don't look, turn your back, walk away. Stop telling people they don't want things they don't want to hear about themselves that have nothing to do with anything but your hurt peepees. Come on. Start loving yourself and loving each other. That's all anybody ever asked of us throughout the ages. Let's see how long this is. Like 30 minutes. That's plenty. I have things I want to do rather than talk to the screen. I'm working on the kitchen, and in the kitchen, my work table is always going to be like this. You know, they tell me clean my shit hole. This is my work table. Things come and go from here all the time. I rarely get all the way down to it unless I'm packing up for a show. My desk is pretty shitty too, but not bad right now. I'm not doing a good job of quitting smoking, but you know, things are like pretty neat. You know, so fuck you. Then clean the shithole and clean yourself. I keep pretty clean, actually, for all things considered. This is a stone cutting studio. I'm gardening. There's a dusty fucking tower. I can't. I go and take a shower, and you know, 20 minutes later, I haven't been in the shower yet today. Actually, I was planning on jumping in the shower and then going out to the St. Charles and talking to them about my birthday party. Well, looky here. I haven't been in the shower today, but I keep myself clean. I wash, and still, you know, I have to clean my nails too because of all this shit I'm handling all the time. You know, I mean, if you're all that fastidious, you know, more power to you. If you have to be that way for your fucking, you know, your debt slavery and your indebtedness to your bosses, I'm a hippie artist. Your rules don't apply to me. And really, this is a pleasant space when I have it in order. And you're not pleasant people, okay? Yeah, I wish you all the best in the world, and I wish you would just like go and get it without trying to, hurt my world. My world is not what you're making of it, and you're really wasting my time. That's really what it is. And if you intrude into my world in person, it's not the same as a video game. And that's all I'm really going to say about it, because I ain't making out infinite sense. If you come in my home, cops always, they're like, you got any weapons? So it's, well, I don't have any firearms, but I got a lot of things I could hurt people with in here. Okay? So, come in peace and good fellowship, and you're welcome. Come, and this is online or in person. If you're not coming in peace and good fellowship, you're not welcome. Now, I do have, it is impossible for me to use those sites and just block out these people completely, but this will work. It's like, kids, you're underestimating me and you're overestimating yourselves. Classic fucking textbook DKE, and you're all a bunch of sadomasochistic voyeurs who are being played by professional cyber terrorists. History's not going to be kind to any of you. Happy day.